Hello, good evening, good afternoon. You know what I'm like. It's always evening to me. I'm a vampire. I'm not used to doing evening shows. How the devil are we all? Welcome along from myself and my little furry friend here. We are doing something a little bit different today. It's a watch along. I thought, do I want to go out and do Christmas shopping? And I thought, fuck it, no. Where's Amazon? Let me get on. There's football on. It's Burnley versus Blackburn, top of the championships. And the kind of
It's time!
Strap yourself in,
because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and your favourite podcasts. Till I Die TV, your first choice for everything Leicester City. Tune in and join in now.
And now, here's your host.
Right, Chris. All right. Do you know what? I was thinking about doing this. I was speaking to Dan, the Burnley man. You know, he's a good friend of the channel. We do a lot of collaborations together. And of course, it's in Burnley, this game. He is going to the match. Don't blame him. Don't blame him at all. And I thought, well, you know what? Like I said, I can either go Christmas shopping. I thought, yeah, why don't I do a watch along? Because I lived, of course, for those of you that don't know, and I'm surprised if you don't, but I actually lived in Burnley for over 20 years. I managed to dig a tunnel and escape. But all my 4 kids were born in Burnley. I've got a bit of a history with Burnley, to be honest with you. But then, whilst I was in Burnley, I also worked in Blackburn before that. I did live in Blackburn. Actually, funny enough, I lived in Blackburn for a few years as well. Ewood, is it? Ewood. But I worked at Blackburn Rovers. I lived in Blackburn. I lived in Burnley for a lot longer, 20 odd years. And I actually had all 4 kids in Burnley, and I worked at Blackburn Rovers. Not the happiest time of my life, I will be honest with you. But look, it was like the alcoholic working in the old bar, wasn't it? It was a job. I think I probably got the job because I wasn't a Blackburn Rovers fan. Everybody that applied for it was probably Blackburn Rovers fans. Joseph, good afternoon, sir. How are you? Welcome along. I hope you are well. Blackburn to win. It's tight at the top, and we'll be having a look at that in a second. Doug, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day, whatever it is up there in Scotland. How are you? Yes, if you are doing nothing on Monday, join me and Doug at 7ish, I think it is, 6:30, 7ish, for the Wales-USA World Cup game. We're going to be doing a watch-along. Obviously not this Monday, the Monday after. I'll be doing the England watch-along in the afternoon. And I will then be joining Doug on his channel, which you can see there. Get over there, subscribe to it. I will be doing the France-Australia game on the Tuesday and the Brazil-Serbia game on the Thursday. On his channel, and also on mine, we'll be doing Uruguay, South Korea, possibly on the Thursday. or depending what the DWP have me doing. Chris is in. I go with a name like that. He's got to be fine. Good evening, Chris. How the devil are you? Welcome along. Hope you are well, sir. How did your team get on tomorrow? Yesterday. I don't know. Whichever team. I think Liverpool, is it? And Carlisle. Obviously, I know Liverpool win. Not sure about Carlisle. But yeah, this is like a homecoming for me. My eldest son. I will be getting it. It's about to be framed, actually. I'm just waiting for it to come back from the framers, but it's a signed Leicester shirt. He was actually, both my sons were. Sean and Simon were both mascots for Leicester City, actually at Turf Moor when Burnley were playing Leicester. They were obviously mascots for Leicester. Now this was at the time when you only had one mascot per team, and it was always the home team only. Thankfully, I happened to be at the time working for the Burnley Express. I got on really well with the sports department, and the head of sports said, I was talking to him about, I've written to the club, and Leicester said, yeah, it's fine with them as long as it's okay with Burnley. And I was talking to him, saying, I'm going to write to Burnley and ask him. He went, nah, leave it with me. Because, of course, being head of sports, he knew everybody at Burnley Football Club. And I thank him so much because he got it sorted for both my sons. And I have a signed shirt by Dion Dublin, which will be going up on the wall there, along with a signed shirt from the Championship, the Premier League winning side, but actually the B side, if you like. I'm doing the back because it's all been signed by Kasabian when there was 4, or the 4 originals. So they will be going up soon. So yeah, I mean, I say a lot of memories from this clash. Carlisle drew 0-0, did they? I take it both cancelled each other out. Still in around the playoff places. Don't mention that to Mike. The True Red is in, up the clouds. Good evening. Good win for you yesterday, mate. Off the bottom for 5 weeks. Got to be happy with that. You're looking at that table and you're not bottom, and that's great news. And congratulations on beating Derby's 11-point all-time low record in the Premier League. Well done, mate. I think we were both aiming for that. Whatever happens to the rest of the season, who cares? We both beat that. Well done. Well done to Forest. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's all good. It's all good. Well done to Forest. Right, let's have a look at some information, shall we? And let's see if I can get this working. Like I said yesterday, bear with me because it is all new, this information I use, so it doesn't always work. But there we go. Previous meetings, the last 6 meetings there. You can see Burnley won the last 4. Wow. 2017, Burnley went to Blackburn and won 2-0. They won 1-0 in 2016, 1-0 in 2015, and 2-1 in 2014. Wow. I think Blackburn might be out on a bit of a revenge mission here. And then before that, in 13, the 2 games were both 1-1 draws. Blackburn getting a man sent off in both of those. It can get a bit fruity, this game. It can get a bit fruity. I think the army have been called in to patrol around Turf Moor. But look at the table. Now, that table is actually out. Oh, no, it's not out of date because it's just showing the 2 there. Burnley were top. Blackburn were second. They've obviously dropped down because they're playing today. A win for either of these teams will send them above Sheffield United. Sheffield United are top on 38 with a goal difference of 16. And you can see there, Burnley are second on 38, same points, but a plus 14 goal difference. So any sort of points gained for Burnley will send them top. Blackburn need to win to go top. So they need anything other than a win, they will stay in third, even if they get a draw. So, yeah, you know, there's a little bit riding on this game. The biggest thing that's riding on this game is, I mean, I called it the Lancashire Hot Pot Derby. It could well be. It could well be. That is the rivalry, I think, that matters more than anything for these two teams. Like I say, I used to go to Burnley, like I say, to work, and I got obviously free season tickets was one of the perks you got there, and I obviously had very, very cheap Burnley kits. So me and my kids used to, because I got 2 free tickets, season tickets, and my youngest was young enough to get in free at the time. And we used to travel to to Blackburn to watch the games. Obviously, we got parking because I worked there. And then driving home, I'd have to pull off at a McDonald's on the way home, get out there, get changed out of the Blackburn top, and put normal clothes back on, because if we were seen in Burnley with a Blackburn top on, wow, well, you might as well have just booked the Undertaker. Going into this game, this is the form. Burnley at home, they've won against, who was that against? Sunderland. Oh, sorry, away against Sunderland. They won 4-2. They beat Norwich 1-0. They beat Reading 2-1. They beat Rotherham 3-2. Rotherham down to 10 men. They did lose to, I'm not sure who that is. Sheffield United. Sheffield United, they lost 5-2 to, but they beat Crawley in the EFL Cup. Blackburn, look at their form. I mean, look, put a bit of toilet paper between these two teams. Blackburn beat Sunderland 2-0. Hasn't been a good time for Sunderland, has it? They beat Birmingham 2-1. They beat Hull away 1-0. They lost to Coventry. Blackburn, how could you do that to me? But they did beat Huddersfield 1-0, and they drew 2-2 with West Ham in the Carling Cup earlier in the week. And we all remember how that ended up. Well done, Blackburn. Penalties. West Ham are out. Apparently, these are the strengths and the weaknesses of the two sides. I will catch up with your chats in a second, guys. Burnley's strengths, very strong, finishing, scoring chances, attacking down the wings, creating long shot opportunities, creating chances with through balls, and coming back from losing positions. So they're very strong with that. Defending against skillful players is weak. As is aerial duels, and very weak, avoiding offside, protecting the lead. I just said coming back from losing positions. Coming back from losing positions is very strong. Protecting the lead is very weak, and stopping opponents from creating chances is weak. Very strong for Blackburn, creating chances using through balls. Strong, creating chances through individual skills, finishing, scoring chances, and protecting the lead. Well, I'm looking forward to a good game at this rate. Their weaknesses, defending counter-attacks and aerial duels, and very weak, avoiding fouling in dangerous areas. So we might see some penalties. Who knows? And then the styles there. Burnley style, possession, taking long shots and short passes, while being non-aggressive, consistent first 11, and opponents play aggressively against them. Blackburn style, attacking down the left, short passes, attempt through balls often, playing in their own half and rotating their first 11. So, like I say, I am looking forward to a really, really, really good game. I don't know about you guys. Right, let me go back to this so you can see my beautiful mug. There we go. And let's just catch up with some chats here. Anthony's in. Hi, Chris. What's your prediction for this game? Well, I said, having gone through that, I don't know. I mean, I know Dan said he would take a point from this. I think they might cancel each other out. It's great to be able to watch a game that's going to have such passion in it without actually worrying who wins, who loses. For Dan, I hope Burnley win. I mean, if Burnley come back up, and they've got a damn good chance of coming back up, they ain't going to be the same Burnley team that went down. So if one's going to win, I'd probably sneak it to Burnley, but it'd be close, maybe 2-1, something like that. Betty's Hot Pot. Hi, Lancashire Hot Pot Derby. You can't go to Lancashire without A, having hot pot, or B, having black pudding. And what the hell is that? I mean, you know, I went, I worked in the travel business at the time. I went on a breakfast promotion and they gave you free breakfast. And they said, do you want black pudding? I went, oh, fuck. Who eats black pudding for breakfast? Nippon's in. Hi, Nippon. How are you? How's your holiday going? Are you still away? I saw you on the flight there off to India. Stay safe, mate, and enjoy your travels. It's positive vibes being a Carlisle fan. It's positive vibes being Carlisle fan at the moment. Long may our good start continue. Let people calling us little old Carlisle keep calling you that. I can remember Carlisle in the top flight, Chris. And the first radio show I did on my radio station, which is LTID radio Mixcloud, all one word, mixcloud.com/LTID radio. The season I did, excuse me, Carlisle were in the top flight, so I remember that. And of course, we've got the link with Nigel Pearson. It is at Turf Moor, mate. It's at Turf Moor. Screw your haters, mate. Yeah. Say what you mean, Doug. Say what you mean. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. Won't be shocked if this ends in a typical draw. Like I say, the form book's got it going to Burnley. And I know it's been a while, obviously, like 2017 since they last played, I think. But, you know, Blackburn are going to want to win this. Blackburn haven't won in the last, was it 6-7 games? So they're going to want that. Doug's gone 2-1 to Burnley. Copycat. Cheers, Doug, mate. Yeah, we all have our own teams, don't we? Yeah, we're saying score predictions. Chris Welsh has gone 2-1 Burnley there. That's his prediction. So let's have a look and bring in the match details. While we are doing that, this is Leicester Till I Die. If you're new to the channel, please give us a subscribe. We don't do, well, as you can see, we don't just do Leicester content. We do Championship. We do Leagues 1 and 2 every now and again. We're doing all the World Cup. We're going to be all over the World Cup. So give us a subscribe. And if you are subscribed, please smash the likes. It helps the channel. And I can't keep saying this. It just helps the channel so much. The more you like, the more we get seen. This is Leicester Till I Die. This is Burnley versus Blackburn. Watch along.
Day Watch Along show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
No, yeah. Oops, there we go. Look at me. I do this more often than I should be doing. I thought I was spot on there. I will be in a minute. Yeah, you see, I just need to have a wiggle about with my buttons. And then it's the best thing to do on a Sunday morning is wiggle about with your buttons, I'll tell you. And he says if it's 0-0 in the 80th minute, you can tell some jokes. Hey, look, I tell you what, Arsenal, they are flying. Manchester City are giving it to you on a plate, mate. Arsenal, well done, mate. 2-0 yesterday against Wolves. And of course, talking about Arsenal, if you don't know her, and if you do know her, even if you don't know her, just say a little prayer for Melina. She needs all our prayers and support at the moment. So thinking of Melina. So the teams, let's have a look. What has been announced? Company has done an amazing job at Burnley since he's gone in. So we have got for Burnley, Muric is in goal. De Silva at right back, going across the back. Harwood, Bellis, Bayer, and Matson across. Oh, what have they done here? I don't know what Burnley done here because the BBC are not matching up the the players to the numbers. Right, I tell you what, let me get another one up here. You can never trust the BBC. Do they not like announcing the teams or something? Right. Let's just read through this. So Burnley is Murick, Vitino, Harwood Bellis, Bayer, Mattison, Cullen Cork, Brownhill, Zaire, Benson, and Barnes. Josh Brownhill returns. Pretty hell, BBC. Josh Brownhill returns after suspension for Burnley, with Ashley Barnes also returning to the starting 11, with Bastian and Nathan Teller dropping to the bench. Jay Rodriguez misses out on selection. Wow. The Blackburn team: Kaminsky, Hedges, Haim, Alia, Muller, Britton, Travis, Garrett, Gallagher, Berreton, and Diaz. Wow. He's on fire at the moment, isn't he? Blackburn make plenty of changes following their Carabao Cup win over the weekend. Shamot Giggs misses out for the visitors with a tight hamstring, with Scott Wharton and Harry Pickering dropping to the bench. Clinton Motor and Jack Garrett start. So those are the team lineups as best as we can. Yeah, I mean, Burnley, that is a completely different team to the one that we played before they went down. I mean, wow. I mean, go past Barnes, Brownhill, Cork. I'm struggling then. I mean, they've done, Burnley, in fairness, what Forest have done is virtually buy a new team, but they've merged them so well. Maybe not quite as many as Forest. That's maybe the problem. But you've got to be impressed. You've got to be impressed with what Vincent Kompany has done at Burnley. I know it's early days, but I could possibly see like an Everton coming in for him, or a West Ham coming in for him. I hope not for Burnley's sake, and it might be too early to judge. Or is he holding out to get a post of some sort at Manchester City? A bit like I think Gerrard was before it all went tits up at Aston Villa. Who knows? It's Arsenal's year. You do know what? I mean, I made jokes about Arsenal in the past few years, as they make jokes about us most years. I mean, it's kind of just agreed banter that every year we'll wind each other up. But I'm pleased for Arsenal. I'm just pleased it's somebody different, and I'm pleased. I'll tell you who I'm mostly pleased for, and that's Mikel Arteta, because I think, he has done a great job there. And I know a lot of Arsenal fans still hate. I mean, I don't know if he won you the FA and Premier League double, Arsenal fans still won't be happy with him, or some of them. But he's done a great job. The board stuck by him, and it was a process. And I know we joke about trusting the process, etc., but we have. Nip and the Chelsea fan, the more thought of Arsenal winning the league matches makes me violently ill. Oh dear. Oh dearie, dearie, dear. Don't get jealous, Nippon. The worst thing is, Anthony, is having one of your rivals actually possibly winning it when you are dropping off a cliff. And I think, maybe Potter's magic isn't proving good at Chelsea. Was he the right man to go there? Possibly not. And indeed, Nippon, we all agree with that. I said at the start, Sean, yeah, I mean, we all joked about Dyche, but I've seen a few interviews with him, and my God, he talks a lot of sense. And whether he would win, I don't know. See, what thing that made me sit up and take notice of him, because before, and I'm going back to before Rodgers, before Puel, before Ranieri, etc. Everybody used, there's a guy on camera there just suggesting that the Blackburn fans might just want to go and satisfy themselves before the game starts, if you get my meaning. They're bringing out the rosettes at the moment because, of course, it's Remembrance Day, and we shouldn't forget that either. The thing that Sean Dyche what he said that resonated with me was when he was at Burnley, he couldn't. Well, there was 3 seasons when he hardly made any signings, and the signings he made were never going to be, the sort of signings that Liverpool would make, even Leicester would make. To be fair, but he did what he did. He did what he did with the players that he had available. And this is what I said earlier, to be honest with you, about a certain Mr. Rodgers, saying that, the team needs a refresh, etc., etc. Well, you make the best of what you've got. If you can't get the players that are in, because whatever reason, then the players you've got, you play to their strengths. And that is what Sean Dyche did. So what Sean Dyche might do with I'm not saying a Manchester City or a Liverpool, of course I'm not. But what he might do with Everton and the money at his disposal there, or a West Ham, one of the what you would call 8th downward sort of teams. Maybe he could do very well. Like I say, I think people are going to be sniffing around company. I really do. John Dole Thomason says Kevin Gallagher, obviously ex-Blackburn player, always looks really calm on the touchline, but he will have some nerves today. His stomach will be going around like a tumble dryer. There is something about it, isn't there? It's something about not losing to your rivals. And I don't know if True Red is still in or not, but yeah, when you beat us in the FA Cup and then when we beat you in the league, it was the fact. I mean, I always say, the best game we've played this season was the Everton game when we beat Everton 2-0. The most satisfying was the Nottingham Forest game. And that's the difference. Looking at the Everton squad, there's a few players that would suit Dyche. I think Dyche would be a really good option. The only thing is he too much for Sam Allardyce? He'll come in and he'll keep you up. I know Sam Allardyce, when he used to sign his last couple of contracts, he had a deal that they wouldn't sack him if he kept them up. Dyche says True Red. Dyche at the club, in the greatest respect to Burnley, where he's given the money and resources, would be unstoppable. Yeah, company comes in. He obviously plays a different way, but you know what? He also he's got money behind him with the new owners. Right, we're just going to start the minute silence. So I think what we will do is we will honour that as well. Great respect to we owe what we have now. The fact that we are sitting here doing what we're doing, going to football matches if you're at Turf Moor, it's all down to those that gave their lives in 2 world wars. It's scary. It's scary to think that what would happen today if the present conflict over in the Ukraine expanded. It's scary. I wouldn't want my kids going off to war. Anyway, we're back to the football match. In fact, Dan is actually at the game. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. If Dan was going to be doing a live broadcast, obviously I would not be doing this. But we're off. We've kicked off. Pretty much, TV's up almost the same with the graph at the moment. Obviously, normal rules apply. Do not give any spoilers out. Once it's on the screen, as in the graph thing there, you can see that is fine. Even if I'm a little bit behind, but please do not give it out until we've seen it on the screen. Otherwise, you'll just be kicked out. Couldn't agree more. Yes, indeed, Anthony. This is purely a football match. We will remember them, and we will never forget. We will never forget, Chris. We will never forget. So it's Burnley who are kicking from left to right. And I've got a throw in on the far side. Excuse me, I can't read the names out because I have no idea who the players are, to be honest with you. But no, Dan is with Kate at the match. I think it's Kate's first Lancashire Hot Pot derby. Dan did say he was going to try and get in at half time and possibly full time. It depends on the signal he can get. And I suppose it depends on the score as well as to how they're doing. But let's just update this for you here. Burnley versus Burbley I've put there. Let me get this right. B-U-R-N. Should be able to spell it. Versus. The Rovers are pushing Burnley at the moment. It's back with the goalkeeper. I'm not quite as organised as I would have liked to have been because I was watching the cricket. I don't know if anybody else was or not, but wow, what a win for England in the T20. I think the white ball games. I think the two of them we're world champions at them both. I'm not a cricket fan. I don't know. I like the T20 because it's quick. It's not a 5-day bore fest, but yeah, it was exciting. It was down to the last few balls, I think. So yeah, it was a really, really good final. Well done, England, and Ben Stokes, of course. Who else? Getting the winning runs. Burnley coming away down the right-hand side. Oh, a lovely through ball from Burnley. Can he get the cross in? Oh, that was close for Burnley. What a good move. What a good move. Had the ball on this near side. A through ball. Brilliantly played in for the Burnley player who managed to outrun the Blackburn defence, get a lovely ball across. And literally, it hit the side netting. And it's a corner. It's a corner for Burnley. Oh, is it? Yeah, so they're taking it short. My daughter decides to message me in the middle of a game. I'm off to see her in London soon. She said, "What else do you want to do while you're here?" I said, "Oh, I wouldn't mind seeing Buckingham Palace and the big wheel." She's such a tourist. Well, you live there, I don't. But I'm off to London to see her, and her boyfriend is an Arsenal fan. But yeah, you know what I mean. Could be worse. Could be Forest. I'm off to see Abba Voyage. Absolutely looking forward to that. 1000%. My favourite band of all. I loved them before everybody else thought they were cool. I thought they were cool. And I've never seen them. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. on the Saturday afternoon. And then on the Sunday, I am going to be going to Winter Wonderland and looking at all things Criggy. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that either. You got to love a bit of Criggy. It's when actually the quarterfinals of the World Cup is that weekend, but you know, sometimes family. My daughter's coming to see ABBA with me, so it will be great. It will be great. So it's all Burnley at the moment. It's all in the Blackburn half. Blackburn are struggling to get the ball out, coming up to 5 minutes played. 12 wins from 20 games for Thomason, the Blackburn coach at the moment. It is now in the Burnley half, and it's back to the goalkeeper. By the time you've done everything on your phone, you might as well just open another window. So where's everybody watching the game from? If you're watching the game, of course. And sometimes, like I say, it's nice to have a game I can watch where I do have a little bit of an affiliate, well, obviously, big affiliation to the two clubs, but I don't really mind who wins. But there's so much riding on this game, you know, as a win for either side will take them top. Do you remember those days, Leicester fans? And again, it's in the Blackburn half. Burnley have come out showing their intention here. They really want to take it to them for this game. Oh, number 17 for Burnley there was, let's just say, overdid the trifle a little bit. Oh, lovely. Oh, that was unlucky for Blackburn. That was unlucky for Blackburn. Another superb ball through. I tell you what, these two teams are playing some lovely through balls into spaces, and the teammates are just running onto them. That was just a little bit too hard for the Blackburn player to run onto, and it went straight to the Burnley goalkeeper. But it was a lovely, lovely move. Lovely move. It's end-to-end at the moment. When Burnley do get it, they look dangerous. I'm not going to lie. I mean, yes, it's more... I mean, that was such a quick break. Burnley lost it, say, then number 17 was just playing around with it. Ran literally 3/4 of the length of the pitch, the through ball. It was slightly too hard for his teammate running onto it for Blackburn there, so it ended up in the goalkeeper's hands. I nearly said Pope then. Wow, that's going back a bit, isn't it? I'm a little bit worried when my daughter's boss knows what I am, how I'm reacting to Leicester, and he's a Chelsea fan. It's on Sky Football, Anthony. It's on Sky, not Sky Premier League, obviously, although I think both these teams would grace the Premier League at the moment, but it's on Sky Football. You can watch it on there, young man. How did Bristol City get on? Antsin, good evening, and Leicester fan channel, another great Leicester City channel there. Make sure to follow him if you're not doing so already. Like I say, I lived in Burnley for 20 years, got 4 kids who were all born in Burnley. I lived in Blackburn for a few years at Ewood. Nice little place, well, when I say nice, maybe it wasn't. Should have been nice. Plenty of the older there. And of course I worked at Blackburn, so I suppose I'm kind of edging towards Burnley. But like I say, if Blackburn win, I mean, it's an exciting game to watch at the moment. It's going, it is literally, I'd say Burnley have had the more play, but it's kind of end to end. I know that probably doesn't make sense there, but no, tangling of 2 players there, 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. 0-0 Bristol City against Watford. Ooh, wow. How's Nigel doing at the moment? So a long ball up to the far side for Burnley. Lovely pass, well taken by the Burnley player, but then he can't get it past the Blackburn player who dispossesses him and puts it out for throw into Burnley near the halfway line. So 0-0, just coming up to 12 minutes gone. I'll tell you something, right? And I know Doug's in, and I'm not disrespecting you, Doug, here, but when I did the watch-along for the Spurs-Liverpool game, I could not believe, say that these are 2 of the so-called Big 6 clubs, how many passes were going astray. I'd be saying, oh, Tottenham are breaking now, and oh, no, they passed it to Liverpool. Liverpool are coming back, oh, but they passed it to Tottenham. Where I'm watching these 2 teams, and it's only 12 minutes into the game, but the overall play. Hayden, good evening. How the devil are you? I followed you back on Twitter, mate. I sent you a message. Was it yourself that was asking about the radio station? I can't remember because I'm old. My memory goes. And at my age, everything goes, if I'm honest with you. I always thought when I was growing up that I would turn into my dad when I was asking my children about chart music. Well, that went years ago. I'm now like my dad because I'm rattling on the number of pills I've got to take. So Burnley coming forward again. Burnley certainly. Oh! Thought it was going to be a free kick. It's not. It's come back to Burnley, though. It's full-blooded here. The players aren't holding back. Oh, a lovely through. And honestly, Burnley are playing some absolutely lovely football. Absolutely. Oh, offside at the end. But I am loving what I am watching here. Absolutely. If these 2 teams come up to the Premier League and play like they're playing now, I tell you what, they will grace the Premier League. Because if you're asking me, would I sooner watch Southampton versus Wolves at the moment, or would I sooner watch Blackburn Burnley? Wow. Not to worry, mate. Not to worry. If you were interested in the radio show, then you wouldn't have done so. Don't worry about it at all. Oh my! On the graph, am I seeing things on the graph? They're actually putting the lines in there for the offside. Wow. Doug started. It's taken 46 minutes since the show started, but Doug has now started. Why did the tortilla chip start dancing? Because they put the salsa on. So they've got a break at the moment for an injury. You know me, I can always take it lower, guys. I can always take it lower. Getting Anthony. I never stop. You know me. You know me. You wait till the quiz on Wednesday. We've got a big quiz on Wednesday, guys. We've got Doug, the big Liverpool fan, against Anthony, the little Arsenal fan. Home and away quiz. This is going to be interesting. What do they know about each other's club? We will find out Wednesday at 9 o'clock. And I'm glad all of you remember the BBC show that I was referring to. So 0-0 still. First 15 has gone. And a really, really good game to watch. Good game to watch from a neutral's perspective. And I think if you're a Burnley fan there in the ground, you will be very happy with your team's performance. The stats aren't available, as you can see at the bottom, but at the moment, 80% possession to Burnley. Wow. 2 shots to them. Blackburn haven't had a shot yet. No teams had a shot on target. Well, you know, obviously Blackburn haven't. But yeah, 80% possession to Burnley. I can say from a neutral's point, if this stays 0-0, it could be a very, very interesting 0-0. I don't think it's going to be a boring 0-0. Well done, Hayden. Any win against Chelsea is good wherever it comes. So Burnley are being forced back a little bit now, but got the ball into the centre circle and coming back forward into the Blackburn half. Just looking for options. And the option is to run back towards your own goal. So they're passing it around Burnley, but they're not really doing anything with it at the moment. A long pass goes ahead, but it goes over the head from Jordan. It goes over the head of his colleagues' teammates' head and goes out for a Blackburn throw-in. See, I feel old now when everybody talks about FIFA and Football Manager and all that. I can remember, was it FIFA 99, the first one? I think I played that. There was a Football Manager one I enjoyed playing. I played it in manager mode, and it was great because I would save it after every game in case I lost the next game. I could go back to the previous one. Is that allowed? I didn't care. I did it. It's amazing what I won. So Burnley got a throw in near the corner flag in the Blackburn half. And it goes back towards the halfway line. Goes all the way back to the centre circle. They're just looking at where they can get through. And it's the ball wasn't, I don't think, intended to go where it did. But it finally did get to the Burnley player. Whips it into the box, headed out by Blackburn. And put back in there. Oh, well. If any team's going to score, you've got to look at it, saying it's probably going to be Burnley. I'd say I'd put my money on Burnley being the first to score here. And you're a cheeky little sod. Oh dear. I can remember black and white TVs though, so yeah. I mean, what I love about this game is I say it's all Burnley, obviously, as we said, and they look the most obvious to score. But yeah, if Burnley, Blackburn, when they've had the odd breakthrough, breakout, I should say, they again look like they could nick something. If Burnley don't take advantage of this by scoring a goal and getting ahead, it might just come back and they might regret it. They might regret it. They need. I mean, that's what Leicester's problem's been. You know, we have all these balls up, but it's gone out for a Blackburn goal kick. Yeah, this is Leicester's problem. I don't think they're going to get the ball back. Yeah, you know, we don't always take advantage of when we're on top. You know, Chelsea, Everton, that first half, it was all us. 40th minute before we got the goal. You can tell when I'm in mid-sentence and I stop like that, you know there's a Doug joke coming, don't you? Thank you, Anthony. Is it a pick on Chris day today or something? I'll take 60, Ant. Yeah, I'll definitely take 60. Blackburn appealing for a penalty. They're not going to get it. Of course, we don't have VAR in this division, do we? Doug, I don't know if you still watch it. Oh, Doug he's obviously just put the joke there. What happened yesterday? I mean, Scotland have only just got VAR. Literally, Burnley coming across. Oh, I was one of those where you couldn't see where the ball had gone, but Blackburn managed to get it clear, but they lose it again to Burnley down this near side, and it's back in the Burnley half. All I saw on the highlights while I was on the TV and I hadn't got the sound up was like all these red cards being brandished about and people moaning about VAR in Scotland. Was it a bad weekend or something? Did none of the pubs open? Was all the players annoyed? Burnley crossed the ball and it's out for a corner, is it? Yeah, it should be. No, he's giving a goal kick. Wow, I thought that was a corner. It's a goal kick to Blackburn. Whoa, I tell you what, I've seen those given. Well, yeah. What's the difference? What is the difference between a shoulder barge and a bad tackle? I don't know. I mean, I look at this and I'm a fan of. He's showing the same thing again. I can remember they say the ITV big match rerun things on ITV4 at the moment. When you see them from the 70s, my God, you won't get 5 minutes of a game. It's been 2 bad weekends in a row. So are you not enjoying having VAR in Scotland then, Doug? Welcome to our world. Never mind. Get independence and you can get rid of it. So Blackburn just cannot get the ball out of their half, really. Oh, the Blackburn goalkeeper's gone down. Not sure what happened there. Oh, he's holding his face. Like I say, the referee hasn't got the advantage of VAR. Let's have a look what happened. So he collected the ball. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Blackburn fans. That was deserved an Oscar. The Blackburn goalkeeper, after cheat, is a cheat. I'm sorry, there's no other word for these players. He collected the ball. The Burnley player put his hand to the Blackburn Rovers goalkeeper's chest and then caught him on the chin. So he caught him away like that. And the Blackburn goalkeeper went down holding his eyes like that. I'm sorry, that Blackburn goalkeeper is a cheat. I don't think he did, to be honest with you. Well, I mean, but certainly not. I'm sorry, the Blackburn goalkeeper was way out of order there. Way out of order. It's going to get a little bit nasty, this game. The referee needs to clamp down. I think the referee could do with a bit of VAR. There we go. There's a joke for you. I've had 8 pints. What have you been doing all day, Anthony? Oh, from Bristol, and you've not had any drinks yet. I do hope he sorted his lasses out. He needs to do a Jack Ogden and put the plaster around them. Free kick to Blackburn. Free kick to Blackburn. Into the box, over everybody's head, and out for a goal kick. But I'm sorry, the Blackburn Rovers goalkeeper, yeah. I don't like cheating. I just, if you're injured, you're injured. This is what I've got to be honest with you. This is why I like the women's game, because I see very little of it. I'm not saying you don't see any of it, but you do see very little of it. Blackburn still haven't had a shot, and we are coming up to the half-hour mark. Vincent Kompany, expressionless, but he must be happy. He must be happy with the way this game is going. It's a free kick to Burnley now, because it's all Burnley, to be honest with you. Yeah, Bonds pushes the goalkeeper down for that one. He says he got away with it on the BBC, but free kick comes in from Burnley. Where's it going? It's headed clear. Blackburn have got it down this near side. Can they break away? No, I can see what. Oh! I think that was a fair challenge, but Burnley have got it, and Burnley come forward now. It's all happening down this near side. They're pulling each other. This is if we're not can, it's down for a throw in to Burnley. If we're not careful, this is going to turn into a WWE match rather than a game of football. It's what you call a good old-fashioned northern derby, than ours. Here, when I was a lad and we had flat caps and ferrets, and I lived in a box on the street, we used to take rattles to ground. That was proper football, than ours. And Brownhill has just put a shot over for Burnley, and apparently we're just about to ring NASA and ask the space station if we can have our ball back, please. What do you call a cow with 2 legs? lean beef. Thank you. I'm here all week. Oh, Blackburn, you're going to get caught out playing from the back. And I think you're probably giving away a throw-in. You have indeed to Burnley in your own half. Oh, one of the Burnley players is limping a bit. So it's 0-0. Coming up to half an hour. We're 15 seconds off the half-hour mark. And you've got to say there's only one team that really deserves to be ahead at the moment, and that is Burnley. But they are throwing everything at Blackburn. But Blackburn are dealing with it. You know, as good as Burnley's attack is, Burnley are dealing with it. Down this near side again. Burnley playing some lovely, lovely football. I'm sorry, but you wouldn't watch this and look at this and think, wow, Blackburn are third in the table. Yeah, they look dangerous on the counter attack, but it is all counter attack. Shot there, long distance shot from Burnley. The Blackburn goalkeeper goes down. This time it's because he's actually made a save and not because he's cheating. Is he called Kapinski, the Blackburn goalkeeper? Kaminski, not Kapinski. She's the newsreader, isn't she, for Channel 5 or something, or BBC? But Blackburn are offering nothing really in attack. The odd breakaway, which I thought at the start of the game was looking quite interesting, but they're just not doing it regularly enough. They are totally just... I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen a team have this much domination over another one. But they need to get a goal to cement that. Because it's a local derby, so you just never know what is going to happen. It's number 17 for Burnley. Manuel. And for Barcelona. Manuel, he's having a good game. He's a little tricky winger, and I've been impressed with him. Maybe because he's on this side and I can see more of him. So if Burnley get a goal, if Blackburn get a goal here, and they've just a long ball that nobody on the end of it, straight into the Burnley goalkeeper's hands. Very, very easy for Muric there. If Blackburn get a goal, you would say it would be against the run of play. 1,000% against the run of play. Oh, dear. Sun shining in Lancashire, sun shining down here in Dorset. Hope the sun is shining wherever you are today. I'm sure it is where Nippon is. Burnley are lucky. I was unlucky. Burnley are looking so good. So good. I feel good. Sorry. They are looking good. Don't tell Dan I'm saying any of this, please. I don't know whether Dan will be joining us at half time. He's not seen the link I sent him, but like I say, when you get into these stadiums, trying to get a signal, it is absolutely impossible. Absolutely impossible. Blackburn coming away down this near side. He's not really getting the support. Finally, he does. But I mean, there's all the Burnley players are back. There's hardly a. Oh, and that said, oh no, goes into the box. There was like 5 or 6 Burnley defenders, 1 or 2 Blackburn strikers. But it would just be like a derby that it's all one team, and the other team break away and get a goal. That's I don't know. Chris, I saw that actually. I did see that the other day. I can't remember where I saw it, but yeah, I'll give you that one. That's quite a good one. That is quite a good one. So we're here at the. Should we call it the Betty Derby? After Betty's Hot Pot? Turf Moor and Blackburn. Turf Moor and Ewood Park, 2 grounds there that you can't really expand because of local housing, which obviously was Leicester's problem when we were at Filbert Street. That's out. It's a throw into Blackburn. It's so strange watching a game with no VAR. Good defending from Burnley. Blackburn having a little bit of a spell of pressure here. Hello, James. James is in. Good evening, sir. How are you? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day. It's been a damn good game. You wouldn't know there was 2 teams playing because it's been all Burnley. It started off pretty end-to-end, but to be honest with you, mate, 80-odd% possession to Burnley. Blackburn haven't even had a shot yet, but Blackburn have had the odd break when they could be dangerous. And we've got 36 minutes gone, and at the moment, Blackburn are having a little spell of being able to get into the Burnley half. But I think the Burnley goalkeeper was having a picnic in his goal earlier because he simply had very little to do. But like I say, it's a derby, and you know what it's like at derbies. You can have all the possession. They're just showing Jay Rodriguez there, Burnley's top goal scorer. I think he wishes he was on the pitch, and I bet there's a few. There's quite a lot of thousands of Burnley fans that wish he was on. Because if he was on the pitch, I dare say Burnley would have 1 or 2 goals by now. But they need to get that goal, because if they don't, it is going to come back and bite them on the arsehole. I went 2-1, I think, but I think you're more. I can't at the moment see Blackburn scoring, other than that's going to be what was it? I can't see. Can I see Blackburn? I can't see Blackburn. This is not going to make sense. I can't see Blackburn scoring. Okay, but I can in a way. On the way that the play is going, I can't see them scoring. On the fact that it's a derby and they might just break away, yes, then I could. Jeff is in from the Philippines. Good evening, Jeff. How are you? Hope you are well. Nice to be in a watch along. I know I'm doing that, and I'm damn enjoying it. It is a great game of football. I'll tell you something. This Burnley side would grace the Premier League. I'm telling you that now. There are so many teams in that bottom 6 or 7. Sorry, James, but the Burnley are so much better than. The only thing they've lacked is that, well, if they had Jay Rodriguez on the pitch, who knows? That's what they're missing. Jane, well done on the win at West Ham yesterday. I know, mate. Brilliant. I'll tell you what, we had to hire another bus coming back because not only did West Ham throw the kitchen sink at us, they threw the cooker, they threw the washing machine, the dishwasher. We had the whole kitchen. Danny Ward, unfortunately for them, it all ended up in the stands, not in the goal, but it was a good win. Thank you. We needed that. What a turnaround. What a turnaround for Leicester. What's happening at Everton, though, James? What is happening at Everton? Has he gone yet? Has he gone? Ian's in, and Darlington aren't top of the league anymore. You were crowing a little bit too much, maybe, Ian. Crowing a little too much, but bad luck, mate. I tell you what, though, you said damn referee. It is very, very strange watching a game here with no VAR. Yeah, the Burnley squad is a new. Yeah, it is a new squad. I can only note probably 3 players there. I'm just worried, say for Burnley, that Company might get taken away. You know, is he a manager that Everton might look at, that West Ham might look at if they get rid of Moyes? Because he's doing a damn good job, Burnley. It's also calmed down a little bit. It got a little bit feisty about 10 minutes ago. And the Blackburn Rovers goalkeeper is a cheat. I've just put that out there. Yeah, Hayden Madison's okay. It was just it was just taken off for precautionary measures. I think it was said after the match by Brendan. He's going to the World Cup. He just felt a little bit of a pull, and they took him off. Obviously, they want to risk him. So, yeah, Madison will be absolutely fine. He is off to the World Cup. I've never known the whole country take an inward breath as I felt. I could feel it here that every England fan was going when Madison was walked off the pitch. Anyway, Burnley coming away. Oh, what happened there? There's a booking. There's a booking to Blackburn. I think it might be the first booking. Vitino went down. I didn't see what happened. Let's have a look again. Oh, that's a red. Surely that was a red, referee. Lewis Travis of Blackburn. I mean, that wasn't so much as a late punch. It was like punching him on the way home. It was that late. That wasn't a red for me. Mind you, if I refereed the game, it'd be end up like a 5-a-side. Anyway, let's just have a look at this free kick from Burnley on the near side. Curled in, not a good free kick. Didn't get past the wall, but Burnley have still got it. They haven't got it. Oh! The cheat made a good save there. The cheat made an excellent save. Came in. It was pinging around. Blackburn didn't clear it. A great header coming in from the Burnley striker. Corner's been taken quickly, but it was a great save from the cheating Blackburn goalkeeper. Comes in again. Another save! Oh my God! Another save from Cullen this time. Kaminsky. That's 2 good saves. Oh, yeah. I mean, credit to him. I know I called him a cheat earlier, and he was a cheat. I'm sorry. I don't like the way that you get that players go down like that when they've clutching their eyes when it was on his chin. But 2 great saves from him. 2 great saves. What a save. Yeah, Doug, like you say, what a save. Oh, 2 good saves there. My missus just said she wants to pull my cracker at the dinner table on Christmas Day. Oh, please. But then again, can you have white sauce with turkey? I thought it was cranberry. On that note, I'm at my wit's end with Everton, Chris. It's the same thing every single season. Doesn't matter who the manager is anymore. The sooner our board go, the better. But will you not then lose a lot of money if the guy with the money goes? Barrett, hi mate, I'm a Radiants fan, but loving the championship this year. Fair play to both teams this season. Yeah. You know, it's but both doing well, 2nd and 3rd. What more can you say? As things stand at the moment, that is where they'll stay. When you say Rangers, Barry, I'm taking the fact that your surname is McCockliner. I think I've said that right. I apologise if I don't. That you mean Glasgow Rangers, not Queen's Park. How did my Scottish team get on yesterday, by the way, St Johnstone? Don't ask me why. Do not ask me why I like St Johnstone. I just like to follow a team in each league, and that's the one. It's Saint Etienne in France. Maybe it's the Saints. I don't know. It's St Johnstone. I like Hearts because I like purple, but St Johnstone, I don't know what it is, but they are a bit up and down. Where does the cheating goalkeeper from Blackburn live? The zoo, because he is a cheater. Oh, Blackburn! Oh, Blackburn had the ball then. Great defending. Oh, such calm defending from Burnley. Calm defending from Burnley. I do feel like I've started something here. I dragged Doug into my level with the jokes. And I'm just dragging everybody else in one by one. You all coming down to my level, which is very low. That level is set very low. I'm going to be honest with you. Blackburn. So we went to a minute stoppage time at the end of the first half. Wow, what a first half. What a first half. If Burnley are going to be the most disappointed. Barry, I'm not putting that up, but it's funny. Nice one, mate. I think you caught everybody out with that one. And it's half time. It is half time. Wow, what a first half. What a first half. Burnley 0, Blackburn 0. Burnley are going to be so disappointed. Blackburn, I think, are going to be so relieved. Talking about being relieved, that's where I need to go. I will be back when I finish watering the plants. We'll be back in 5.
Love your sport. Love your music. For the ultimate blend, it has to be LTID Radio. With your host, Chris.
Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
I need, note to self, I need to do a watch along without love it at the end. Which I've probably got, in fairness. Right. Well, what a half. Welcome back. My plants are watered very nicely. I dropped the kids off at the pool. I'm ready to go for the second half. What a first half that was. I mean, James has just said here, I wonder how Dan's nerves are for the game. Another feisty derby to watch. Very, very good. As things stand, Burnley top the league. The point takes them 1 point clear of Sheffield United. Blackburn are still sat in third. I mean, when I look at that, as I say, it's been a long time since I've seen such a one-sided match of two equally matched sides, if that makes sense. I am concerned I'm not making a lot of sense today. And then again, you could argue, when do I? Cheeky sods. But yeah, let's having a look here. I mean, 69% possession to Burnley. Blackburn have not had a shot on target yet. And this is for a team that is sat third. How did they get to third on this performance? 5 minutes, I thought, yep, this is going to be a good one. And it is a good derby, do not get me wrong. And Blackburn looks kind of dangerous on the break, but you think, like, well, they're going to break, yeah, they're having a good break, but they're not going to get anywhere because it's not going to have a shot, I'm surprised. Like I say, Company definitely be happy with the two managers. He'll be wondering how they've gone in. He'll be wishing he'd got Jay Rodriguez on the pitch. I'll tell you that. Because if they had, maybe it'd be a different story. But let's have a look at some other news, though, as we look round. Obviously, Brighton are kicking off against Villa at 2:00, which is about 31 minutes away. Fulham are hosting Man United at 4:30. I've got that as a draw. Be interesting. Arsenal top of the league and 5 points clear. Well done, Arsenal. Can they sustain it? I hope so. West Ham are back in Moyes. Wow. Well, How is excited as Newcastle continue winning streak against Chelsea. That was a good win for them. Chelsea down in 8th now. Behind Liverpool. How long has Potter got? Ivan Toney, everybody's saying, like, well, he should have been in the England squad. Like, he got 2 goals in one game. There's certain things that were going to happen in yesterday's games. Everybody that wasn't included in the squad were going to have fantastic games. Everybody who was, the chances are they could get injured, like James Maddison. So, it's... I just don't think that one game is changing anybody. And the argument would be, quite rightly, that Ivan Toney's not had a bad year. But look, we didn't know if Maddison was going to go. That was 50-50 because he's not, England managers, they've got to pick players they like. And I don't think he liked Maddison for a long time. Whether he will get a game or not is another matter completely. Conte tells Spurs to rest then work after edging Leeds. I don't know his excuses. Nunes hits form as he scores 2 as they beat Southampton. A great start to that game. And then Southampton came back at you. And Milner, James Milner has joined the 600 club. And you've got to offer him some respect for that. I don't care whether you're a Liverpool fan, a Man City fan, or you're not. If any player plays at the top level, and we are talking top level here, any player makes 600 appearances, that's something special. I'm surprised he just hasn't had more international caps, but that's me. World Cup is coming up, as James says here. Are you looking forward to it? I have got my bunting ready. Yeah, I did say bunting. I have got my bunting ready. So let me just tell you what we've got coming up. Next week's shows. 7 o'clock, we've got the EPL review. At 9 o'clock, we've got Fans the Rivals show with the Nottingham Forest fan. Tuesday, we've got the World Cup predictions show. Myself and Brad will be predicting who's going to go through to the final. Wednesday, we've got the home and away quiz. Anthony, who's in the chat, and Doug are going up against each other. Liverpool versus Arsenal. What do they know about each other's teams? On Thursday, McLean's coming, but you're not interested in that. But we've got the World Cup shirt show at 9 o'clock. Shit shirt show. We are going to be reviewing the home and away kits of all 32 nations. I did it earlier a few weeks ago on Doug's channel, but I've kind of changed my mind on a few of them. So that is at 9 o'clock on Thursday. And on the 18th, a World Cup quiz at 9 o'clock. I am searching for anybody if they know a Northern Ireland fan. I did have a Northern Ireland fan lined up, but he's kind of dropped off the radar a little bit. I'm just checking if I've had him here. No. If anybody does know a Northern Ireland fan, please let me know. And of course, the World Cup kicks off. I don't think I'll be covering Qatar, Ecuador. Yeah. But on the Monday, 1 o'clock, we'll be doing the World Cup watch-along, England-Iran. Monday night, we'll be doing the USA-Wales watch-along, and that will be with Doug. He'll be joining me on that. Then on Tuesday, France-Australia watch-along, and that will be on Doug's channel, Doug Out Football channel. Probably a home and away quiz on the Wednesday. We've got a Spurs fan. I'm just trying to sort out a Leicester fan for that. Simon. And then Brazil-Serbia on the 24th. And then on the Friday, the 25th, Wales-Iran and England-USA. So the players are coming back out again. So let us do this, and let us do this, and let me do this. There we go. Look at that. They're into this half-time warm-up in the Championship, aren't they? I normally get excited for the World Cup, but I can't get up for it this year. But I could do with a break from the Premier League. I bet you could. I said like a true Everton fan. You know what? I mean, once it gets going, I'll probably be into it more. I think going into it with the bad form that England are on, you're kind of thinking, well, you know, maybe it's good that we're not going into this thinking we're the best and we're going to win it. Chris, your missus says your question, Arsenal are staying top. Are you all right, Mrs. Herbert? Remember, scream and we'll send help. Let us know if you need help. Chris, did you know the World Cup final is being played on Sunday at 8 a.m.? Is it 8 a.m.? We'll have to be up for that one, won't we? I did know it was 8 a.m. And we've kicked off in the second half. I lived in Qatar for 9 years, so looking forward to this World Cup. Hoping Qatar get second place in their group, but I fear unlikely. Yeah, I think it is unlikely. It shouldn't be there. We know it shouldn't be there for so many reasons. Chris, all I'm saying on World Cup is that I'm glad Carlisle are playing during the World Cup as well. At least I don't have to rant about England. So I presume, is it League One and League Two have got a full programme throughout the World Cup? Anthony Herbert, do you need an Arsenal fan on, Chris, when the World Cup is being played? I'll keep you in mind, mate, more than likely. If you want to do a watch along with me, message me on Twitter because I'm going to be doing loads of watch alongs. If you're available during the days at all, that's brilliant. For the 1 o'clock kickoffs, let me know, mate. Message me. I'll be at college for England versus Iran. I think they might let us watch it. Yeah, it's a 1 o'clock kickoff, isn't it, that one? But hey-ho. Hey-ho, we will see. It is what it is, you know. I mean, I think we'll struggle to get out the group. And if we do get out the group, we're either going to play Holland or Senegal and an outside chance Ecuador. So I'm not, if we get Holland or Senegal, I'm not even confident at the moment of getting past those two. Although with James Maddison in, who knows? Who knows? You know, Doug pops off a bit and then he pops back. All I can say to that Doug is, oh God. There's a time and a place for fish jokes, and this isn't it. Blackburn attacking here down the far side from the kickoff. Burnley goalkeeper making a defence there. It's a good move by Blackburn. They need to show something in this second half if they're going to get anything from this game. You started it, Doug. You started it. I hope you're revising about Arsenal for the quiz. Got to do them questions this afternoon. That's the point. So Blackburn coming forward again down the near side this time from a cross ball. What can they do with it? They're forced back by Burnley, not quite to the halfway line. So got it down this right-hand side. He's going to put a cross in the box, but it's easily headed out by a Burnley player. But it comes back to Blackburn. Oh, is that a free kick? No, says the referee. That was a free kick right on the edge of the box. But nothing was given. Nothing was given. And Blackburn have a throw-in. Talking of fish, Doug, what sits on the seabed and has anxiety? A nervous wreck. And I'm like that when I've read your jokes. Aren't you with the in-laws? I haven't seen good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day, Spencer. Diaz looks like Brad, does he? I've not really studied him that close. I'll have a look next time there's a close-up of him. Maybe it is Brad. I mean, he's in Manchester. It's not far from Blackburn, you know. What screening sings Elvis Pass? God. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. What do you call a man with carpet on his head? Matt. Come on, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. There's a player down here for Blackburn getting some attention. Oh, ouch. Oh, no. Oh, please. Please, was that? I think that was the tackle where the referee didn't give anything. Oh, I've just seen that injury. Oh, yeah, he's hobbling off. No wonder. Oh, that's a bad cut. Not much blood, but oh no. I'd expect to see that on a butcher's counter. the way that's cut open. Yeah, they're bringing a sub on Blackburn. I'm not surprised. Elvis Parsley. That was a bit of a spicy joke, that, Doug. It's lovely down here on the south coast. I did go for a swim this morning. And I thought I'd be brave. So I covered myself in Thousand Island dressing and went out into the sea. I just thought I'd go out for a dip. Blame Doug. Blame Doug. He started it all off. Having a good time with your mother-in-law, are you there, Doug? So Burnley finally coming forward now. 8 minutes gone in this second half. 9 minutes gone. I say Blackburn need to do something. They were just so ineffective. I can't lie. Oh, that's it! Oh, honestly. Oh, that was a penalty box full of chicken eggs. It was scrambling around. How Blackburn managed to get that away, I don't know. How Burnley didn't score. I mean, it was just didn't fall for them, and Burnley were able to just boot it away. And it was a clearance in the end that just sort of didn't. Well, I was just glad to get out, but that could have gone anywhere. That could have gone anywhere and gone in the goal. I think Blackburn led a charmed life there. Gallagher is off. Vale is on for England. For England? For Blackburn. Because he put the England flag there next to him. I'm not surprised he's off with that cut. That was a bad cut. So cross into the box from Burnley. Burnley got the bit between the teeth again. They got the taste for it again. They could have been 1-0 up after that, but they're not. It's still 0-0. That was literally was one of those scrambles that could have gone anywhere. The referee is allowing a lot of things to go that maybe Premier referees wouldn't. You could argue that Burnley player just got blocked, but the referee wasn't having it. Doug.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
And if you keep up with those jokes, mate, I will. That one was awful. Oh, and the Burnley players just ran into the advertising board. I think he's all right, though. Yeah, he's back. He's back, number 19 on the pitch. I think Blackburn had a few minutes there at the start of the half, but it didn't last long. Burnley are back, probably slightly on top. Yeah, what do you call a man with a spade on his head? Doug. There you go, Doug. That one's for you. You can have that one. What do you call a man with a spade on his head? Doug. Come on. Oh, we got a goal. We have a goal. We have a goal. And it's gone surely to Burnley. It has. And it's no more than they deserved. It is no more than they deserved. Burnley 1, Blackburn 0. Burnley cement their place at the moment on the top of the table. The crowd are going mad. 55 minutes coming up on the clock. And you cannot say that Burnley do not deserve that. It was a Burnley goal. Burnley won. Blackburn 0. Well done, Burnley. You absolutely, well, like I say, you deserve that. What a cross and what a header. Number 19 gets it across there. And Ashley Barnes, number 10. What a header. And then just for good measure, pushes the Blackburn goalkeeper into the net. And why not? Oh, it went down. I said it was a good header. Maybe it wasn't a good header. He headed it down into the ground, but it went in. He won't give a shit. It's his first goal of the season for Ashley Barnes. Burnley have gone ahead in the Hot Pot Derby at Ewood Park. No, it's not. It's at Turf Moor. There is no more. Look, I mean, Ashley Barnes there giving credit to number 19, who is then giving credit back to Ashley Barnes. They're both pointing at each other. But Saore, what a cross from him. What a cross from him. Brilliant cross. Ashley Barnes, as they headed it down into the ground, but it went in. But I love the way he just couldn't stop himself, so he pushed the goalkeeper into the net. It was coming. James, it so was. I've said this from the start. From halfway through the first half, that if anybody was going to score, it was going to be Burnley. If Blackburn were going to do it, they're going to get a lucky breakaway. But even when they got the breakaways, they didn't. I don't think they were particularly a threat. We are 56 minutes in. We are nearly an hour into this game, and Blackburn have had one shot. And Vincent Kompany still isn't smiling. Smile, Vincent, smile. Blackburn are coming back. Can they get anything back at all? No, but they do get a corner. That was wonderful ball in, and what a goal, says Paul Weller, the former Burnley midfielder. He put it into the danger area and asked Ashley Barnes to get on the end of it, which he did. It's all about the ball. It's an unbelievable ball. It's got pace and bend, and it's in the corridor of uncertainty. The goalkeeper couldn't come. It went over the Blackburn defender's head, and Ashley Barnes was there. Corner from Blackburn, absolutely wasted. But it is another corner. So well done, Burnley. No more than you deserve. James, he has. Like I say, I'm a bit worried that for Burnley that they will literally be, and I know it's early days yet, but holding on to him. I think then, during this transfer, this World Cup window, who knows? Who knows what could happen? Like I say, if Everton get rid of Lampard, if West Ham get rid of Moyes, I wouldn't be surprised. We've seen stranger things happen. Let's be honest with you. Don't forget, on Wednesday is the World Cup quiz. And we will be that quiz is sponsored by our friends at 3 Retro. And the winner of the overall quiz will get a free retro shirt of their choice from 3retro.com. Your one-stop shop for retro football wear online. And they will deliver worldwide. Yep, so even to Liverpool, James. Even to Liverpool. Yeah, our company has done so well. I mean, it's a brand new squad virtually. I only remembered 3 players. One of them was Barnes, funnily enough. But yeah, well done to company. I hope he doesn't go, because I think it's a full season at Burnley. Oh, another chance there for Barnes. A full season at Burnley. Somebody suggested a swap between us and West Ham for managers. Lampard back to West Ham and Moyes back at Everton. Can't see that happening one bit, and both fans wouldn't have it. Would you have Moyes back? They say never go back, don't they? But, we had Pearson back. I mean, we wouldn't be where we are now without Nigel Pearson. Yes, Ranieri won it, but that building was built on Pearson's foundations. So, don't know why Southampton got the Luton manager. I think Luton are doing rather well, aren't they? Aren't Luton doing rather well? I I like Luton. Leicester and Luton have a good relationship with players. They've looked after a couple of our players on loan. Oh, ball here. Oh, number 29 couldn't quite get under control for Burnley. No, they've looked after a couple of players. Of course, we've got James Justin from Luton, who's a fantastic player. But, hey, it'll be interesting to see where that goes. Yeah, I think Company will be. I don't think he's the sort of, well, you don't know. Saying he's not the sort of man to leave, I don't know. I think he'll be there till the end of the season. If he brings Burnley up, I think he'll want to give it a season at least with Burnley. The yellow card there, second of the game. I think if he brings Burnley up, which I think he's going to, I have more faith than Dan does in that. But Jack Cork booked for Burnley. So, yeah. Wadge from Everton FC. Right now, I take a manager that knows how to get a good tack going. If you speak to my colleague Brad, co-host on this channel, you know, he doesn't like Lampard. He doesn't like ex-players as managers. But then again, they've all been ex-players at some time. Pearson was an ex-player, let's face it. But I think it's the fact that Pearson did his grounding. He went to Carlisle and he went up. Same with Martin O'Neill. He was at Wickham before he came to Leicester. And I think he sees managers getting jobs in the Premier League. Although Lampard obviously was with Derby. I don't think he just doesn't like Lampard. Let's be honest. To be honest, I wouldn't had Moyes back before we. To be honest, I would have had Moyes back. Before we even got Carlo Ancelotti. Moyes, if backed and taken seriously, would bring some stability back, but he wouldn't dare come back now. Why wouldn't he dare come back? You know the history more than I do. If Lampard goes, I wouldn't be shocked if Sean Dyche was the next man to come in. I think he could do a lot worse. Like I said, I've been impressed with what he says. And given the better quality of players that Everton obviously have, compared to what he had at Burnley, I think he could probably, when he's got better players to play with, probably do better than he did at Burnley. But hey-ho. I think Moyes, I like Moyes. I do like David Moyes. He says it as he sees it. Wasn't given the chance at Man United. How the hell was anybody going to follow Alex Ferguson? And I'm sorry, Alex Ferguson, he dropped a hot brick into David Moyes' hand. Yes, he might have been the chosen one, but he knew when to get out Alex Ferguson. That team was on the wane. It was on the way down. And whilst Alex Ferguson, as a manager, could probably get an extra 10% out of a team, not many managers could do that the way Ferguson did it. Respect to Ferguson. So, Moyes, it's like whoever followed Martin O'Neill. It's always, when you're following a good manager, you're always going to sort of struggle a little bit, Not sure how a number 10 player who stood out like a superstar does not know how to produce one becoming a joke now. Down to the manager. I've said this with a lot of Leicester players. It was down to Rodgers, although I must admit, if I have any more humble pie, I'll be sick. James, the fans weren't too happy when Moyes left when his contract was running out, and the fact he wanted to take Baines and Fellaini from Everton. Yeah. But then again, you see, you've got to... Right, I'm going to use Martin O'Neill as this example. Martin O'Neill could have left to go to Everton. I think Everton were after him, weren't they? I turned them down. Could have gone to Leeds. Leeds definitely wanted him. He turned them down. We had all the signs up at Filbert Street, the A4, it's papers, please stay or whatever, don't go. And then he went to Celtic. But Celtic was the club he supported as a kid, so I understood that, and I wished him all the best. But when you get a manager like Mark McGee, and it's funny, it's always one-sided, isn't it? He left Reading to come to Leicester. That was okay. We didn't poach him or anything. Of course we did. And then he was only with us less than a season. He walked out on us to go to Wolves. I think the fact was that he said that Wolves were the bigger club, that kind of, awful cross there from Blackburn, that kind of resonated a bit. Was he? Was he? When Moyes was Preston manager, he was linked with Leicester. I never knew he was linked with Leicester. Ooh. I like Moyes. I mean, look. As I say, he got the bad press at Man United. He went to Spain, didn't do very well in Spain, which a lot of English managers don't. But he's come back. He kept West Ham up, then they got rid of him. And he's come back and he's got West Ham to 2 top 6 finishes. He's got West Ham to a European semi-final. Come on, West Ham. You know, we were having a bad season last season, and we finished up with 8th. Blackburn fans looking through the fingers at the moment. I don't think they dare watch it. Doug, I know you said you're going to your mother-in-law's today. Are you having an early Christmas and you've opened a load of Christmas crackers or what? I think you are crackers. You crackers, a cracker. Oh, no, I can't do it, can I? Chris, we've got strong winds in Bristol. Told you about eating them beans. I thought my gazebo blew over, but didn't realise it was the Mrs. Knickers. Anthony. I presume she's not in the same room as you. The old Bridget Jones bloomers, eh? Wow. You're a brave man, sir. You're a brave man. Where would you like me to send the flowers to? One of my mates says we should go for Pochettino. Let's face it, we were linked with Pochettino earlier in the season when Brendan was going. But look at Brendan now. I mean, what the hell is he what now? I'll have whatever he's drinking. Moyes got to the Champions League on 61 points. Yes, he did. Yeah, yes, he did indeed. He's a good manager, Moyes. I do like him. So it's a free kick to Burnley on the near side. Can they double their lead? Coming up to 70 minutes. It's a corner that goes behind the wall. Well, comes in front of the wall, sorry, as I look at it. A bit of a strange one, that. Blackburn clear it. And it's gone upfield now. But Burnley head it back in. It hasn't turned out it hasn't turned out nasty again, you know. Hasn't turned out nasty. It got a bit feisty in the end of the first half, but it seems to have calmed down a little bit now. Burnley coming up to 70 minutes are leading this 1-0. Ashley Barnes goal on the end of a lovely cross from number 19 for Burnley. So Ori, I think it is pronounced. You know what I'm like for pronunciations. What happened? I mean, Doug, what happened in 2005? It was a good year for Everton. Nothing else of note, was there? So we are coming up, like I say, to 70 minutes. And Blackburn have still only had one shot. They're going to make another substitution, Blackburn. Garrett is coming off. Buckley is coming on. Both English players. I believe was it 2005? There was a little game. Yeah, I do know, Doug. I do know. I was winding you up. I remember watching that Champions League final with my son, and this just shows what I know about football. But I think probably a lot of people agreed with me. I think when you went 3-0 down, I went, "That's it now. Liverpool won't come back from this." When it got to penalties, who was it who missed the? There's a very, very famous player, that famous I can't remember him, for AC Milan, who was taking that last penalty. And I actually turned to my son and I'd put my mortgage on him scoring the goal, and he missed it. So that kind of sums up my footballing punditry. Oh, somebody tell me, Doug, who was it who missed that penalty? Burnley coming down the far side, running into the box with purpose. Oh, Barnes. That could have gone anywhere. Could have gone anywhere. That was a lovely breakaway from Burnley down the far side. They've got a couple of really good wingers, Burnley. Shevchenko, that's the one. That's the one. I said, he'll score. Put my mortgage on him. Like I say. My son turned around to me. He wasn't that old at the time. He goes, how much do you know about football, Dad? Obviously not much. Obviously not much. Dear. Another sub now for Burnley. Burnley are making a substitute. Let's just have a look. He's getting a good round of applause. Is it the number 17? Yeah. Benson, the Belgian, is off. Teller is on. Manuel Benson, he has had a great game for Burnley. I expect he's being taken off because he's knackered. He's done so much running. Michael Carrick, they beat Norwich, I believe, 2-1. I was watching that just before this game started. Yeah, 2-1 with a very, very late goal. But I was surprised at Michael Carrick. But, sometimes you don't know who's going to do well and who's not going to do well as managers, Like I say, I've eaten so much humble pie on Brendan Rodgers. No, it was scary. It was scary. But look, he's proved what a good manager he is. Not sure what that was. Oh, Blackburn goalkeeper. Burnley scored from this, and they could. Oh, he's had to save it. Burnley, the Blackburn goalkeeper, playing out from the back, kicked it. I mean, he just kicked it to nobody. And a Burnley player just ran onto the ball, said, thank you very much. Went round a Blackburn player, could have done better with the cross. Number 23, it was. He could have just come on. Left the Blackburn Rovers player defender on his arse. Could have got a goal from that, and the Blackburn cheater could have had egg on his face. Blackburn are yet to draw, really. Wow. So at the moment, 64% of possession is. Oh no! Yes, and it's 2-0. 2-0 to Burnley. What a cock up in the Blackburn defence! What an absolute cock up in the Blackburn defence! Wow, there are fans on the pitch. Get off, because you're just going to ruin it. Just don't be brain dead. Blackburn are absolutely. I mean, you've got to say, where were the stewards? I mean, if that guy had a knife, he could have taken out about 5 Burnley players. But it's Burnley 2, Blackburn 0. Let's have a look at this. The goal kick was taken by the defender. They were pissing with it about at the back. Went out to a Burnley player who put it back in. Burnley player unmarked, shot. The goalkeeper saved. It came out to another Burnley player. That was all down to Blackburn's own making. What the hell were... Well, why was the defender taking the goal kick? I mean, it wasn't like, he was trying to save a bit of time. Yes, we've seen that. Company actually jumping up and down, smiling. You deserve it. You've been the better team. You 75 minutes coming up. So Aure scored no more than he deserves. He's had a good game. I mean, he made the cross for the first game. Made a cross for the first goal, got an assist, and he has scored for the second goal. Blackburn Rovers fans, the Blackburn Rovers manager's looking confused. The Blackburn Rovers fans are looking depressed. 2-0 to Burnley, no more than they deserve. Blackburn's. That goal was of Blackburn's own making. And they thought they're going to do the same again here. They've given it away again here. Oh, it's gone out. It's gone out. Be a goal kick. What were Blackburn doing? I know. I know. It was shocking defending. Shocking. Brighton are 1-0 up. Oh, wow. That against Villa. They're playing Villa. Game over now. Yeah. It is. It is. I mean, you've got to say 15 minutes to go. All right, technically, we all know a lot can happen in 15 minutes. Travis is off for Blackburn. The captain, Dak, is on for Blackburn. Yeah, a lot can happen in 15 minutes, but yeah, those Blackburn Rovers fans, they're looking resigned. Big day out for them. It is Villa, is it? Well done, Brighton. I need to check. I've got so many screens open. If I open any more screens, it will be like an advent calendar. I must admit, though, last Christmas Day, I woke up, Christmas Day morning, I woke up, I was freezing. And I realised I got all the windows open.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no.
Where are you, Doug? Where are you, Doug? Blackburn are trying to get something from this game. I mean, to be honest with you, they might as well just pack up and go home. I have been disappointed. I mean, it's been a good game from the neutral. I will say that, but I have been disappointed. Blackburn, they're like a shark with no teeth. They literally. Is that a free kick? Yeah, that was a free kick to Blackburn. I've been so disappointed in them. One shot, and this is a team that are third in the championship. Blackburn, I don't know. Burnley, your place. We said we'd keep it warm for you. On this sort of performance, you are coming back to the Premier League. Do not worry about it. You are coming back, and with this team and this manager, and obviously you're going to get a few more players as well. You are going to do well because, as I say, there's 6 or 7 teams in that top division that are not as good as you at the moment. Oh, Jeff, that hurts. You know my feelings about Coventry. They're the ones, I hate them more than Derby and Nottingham Forest. But fair play to them with all the troubles they've had financially and off the field. Yeah, they won again at the weekend. And they've gone from the relegation zone. I think it's about mid-table now. Good evening, not liking it. What is this with these bras that players are wearing now? I mean, it comes to about there. And it's what? Is it to keep the man boobs sort of in place? I just don't get it. I just don't really get it. I think you could be right there, James. I do think you could be right. I think it is going to be those two. Because I'll tell you what, Blackburn are offering nothing. And if they play like this after the World Cup, I feel a bit sorry for the Blackburn fans that this is going to be their memory for 5 weeks. Or 4 weeks. They come back a week earlier than we do, Blackburn. So if Wales get to the World Cup final with championship players, the teams aren't going to have them back at home because they'll still be in Qatar. It's weird. It's weird. Unfortunately, Watford and Norwich are in the playoffs, and you know my feelings about them. We don't want them back. Please, we do not want them back. And then Millwall are 6th. Don't want them up either, do we, really? I'd sooner wipe my arse with barbed wire than have Millwall in the Premier League. QPR, I'd like to see back. Blackburn, I wouldn't mind, to be honest with you. I'd love to see Luton. I'd love to see Luton come up. I really, really would. I wanted them to beat Huddersfield and get into the final and come up last season via the playoffs, but it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. It was all Forest and Forest, 12 men with the referee, 13 if you include VAR. Did I say that out loud? Let me take that. You didn't tell me, guys. I'd left my... I hadn't updated my score. Honestly, guys, one job you've got. One job and you let me down. There we go. 2-0. And it could obviously not over 10 minutes to go. Burnley coming away again. Blackburn. Whoa. What happened there? Alan Pace, the Burnley chairman, wife on one side, daughter on the other, all holding hands. He must be a very, very, very happy man. His decisions, well, would they have stayed up if they stuck with Sean Dyche? Who knows? But since then, he's not got an awful lot wrong. He got company in. He's back company with money. Burnley away here. We're in the box again. Is it? Oh, yes! It's got to be 3. It is 3. It is 3. What a goal for Burnley. Again, Blackburn gave the ball away. Ashley Barnes gets his second of the game. Burnley's third. Burnley are in heaven. Look, I can update my my screen because I'm still on it. That's why I hadn't updated it. I knew there was another goal. That goal. Messing about in the back again. Burnley clipped it round. The Blackburn player went down, clipped it round him. I thought he'd missed his chance, Ashley Barnes. I thought he was going to hit it first time, but he didn't. Number 8 for Burnley, round the defender. Ashley Barnes got 2 players on him. He flat-footed one of them. The other player couldn't get back in time. Did he get a foot to it? Possibly, because it has certainly wrong-footed the cheater in the Blackburn goal. Well done, Burnley. 3-0. And this, I'm not going to lie, this is a 3-0 game. Congratulations, Ashley Barnes. His 50th goal for Burnley. Game, set and match. Yes. Who will go down from the Championship? I have absolutely no idea. It looks like Huddersfield's going to be, well, at the moment, Huddersfield, Blackpool, Wigan. Take your choice, but I have no idea. Game, set and match. Dan must be living heaven on earth today. I think he is. And deservedly so. Deservedly. What music are you playing on your radio station next? 80s. Christmas. It's going to be, because I'm trying to sort out something different with the radio station. So at the moment, especially with the World Cup coming up, it's taking a bit of a back time. But yeah, it will be non-stop Christmas music now on the radio station up until probably Easter. But no. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Yeah, we made it. 1.5 subscribers. Thank you very much. If you haven't yet, talking about that, if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. We've had a couple of newbies in today. Not a lot, because I guess they're either at the match or watching their own streams. But yeah, we've had a lot of subscribers recently. So please do subscribe if you are new, and don't forget, as I say, I keep repeating it. If you have subscribed, like the video. What it does, the more likes you give, YouTube recognize that and go, well, this is popular, and they'll put it out on other people's homepage when they just click onto YouTube. And obviously that gets us seen, gets us watched, etc. So please do like it. Oh, that's gone over the Blackburn. Is it a fourth? No. Oh, not a brilliant corner, but it went over the Blackburn guy's head. He didn't get to it. And there was passed around. Burnley are looking good. Burnley are looking good. Like I say, if they come up, they will. I'm sure they'll come up. If they keep playing like this, they're going to come up. They are, James. They are all over the place. I can see Blackburn getting a fourth. Not from that corner. It's headed out. Oh, number 22. He's just toying with the Blackburn defender. It's gone over to the far side. Blackburn are still... Oh. It's corner. It's another corner. They're claiming a penalty, but I don't think they're going to get it. Dan must revise his 8th place finish based on their performance this season. They are coming back up. Yes, they are. They are so coming back up. Doing your revising on Liverpool, Anthony? Ready for the quiz? Yeah, Blackburn, they are. Blackburn have been absolutely nowhere. Absolutely. Oh, it's yet another corner. They are absolutely nowhere, Blackburn, today. I am so disappointed. But Burnley have just made them look average. I mean, all right, they've got more possession. They're up to 41% possession, but there's still only one shot in the whole game. Corner comes in. Not sure what's happened there. I think Burnley are trying to claim another penalty. Somebody was down. The referee's calling them over. He's booked. It's a yellow card. It's a yellow card to the Blackburn defender, but I think the corner is been given, not a penalty. You watch? There's darts on, is there? I don't see the point of that. To be honest with you, mate, I'm hoping it's next week, but I haven't heard anything yet. He wants to do it live, which is scaring me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Blackburn are going to make 2 substitutions on the 86th minute. Not stupid there. Not stupid. I even applauded Brendan for doing that the other week. 16 shots for Blackburn, 8 on target, 3 into the back of the net. Blackburn Rovers, 1 shot, 1 on target, no goals. Pathetic. From a team that's sat in third. It just reminded me, though, Anthony, I will. Yeah, Alan Pace looks extreme. Barnes has gone off. I think they're giving him let him get his round of applause, quite rightly. He's gone off. I'm sure he would have liked to have stayed on to try and get a hat-trick. Barnes is off. Zoyore is off. Gudmundsson and Derviosoglu is on. Burnley are coming forward again. They can't stop coming forward, Burnley. But Blackburn are so bad. They're making it so easy for them. Yeah, it's home or away, Anthony. Home or away. You can choose to go home and get an Arsenal question for 1 point, or you can choose to go away and choose a Liverpool question and get 3 points if you get it right. However, you can take it in turns to go first. So, you know, as you go down. But if Doug decides that he wants to go away for the 1 question, then you have to go away as well. So you will need to know a little bit about Liverpool. Quite a bit, probably, actually. I'm going to be doing the questions this afternoon, so be nice to me for 5 minutes to the end of the game. The Blackburn, I think that's the Blackburn owner, doesn't look a happy chappy. I think he may have done. Darts is not a sport. You don't sweat in that. I don't know. Seeing the size of some of them, I'd be sweating if I was their size. In fact, I nearly am their size. I shouldn't knock it. I nearly am their size. Oh, we're coming up to the last minute. Burnley 3, Blackburn 0, and totally 100% deserved. What's he just saying here? Kevin Gallagher, it's gone from bad to worse for Blackburn. I put it down to the tactics Rovers came with. I mean, that first half was just ridiculous. I'm surprised it went in 0-0 at half time. Really, really surprised. Dan is going to be a very happy chappy. A very, very happy chappy. takes them back to the top of the league. 2 points, I think it is 2 points clear of Sheffield United. Yeah, no, 3 points clear of Sheffield United, and a 1 goal better goal difference, plus 17 over 16. Blackburn only got a plus 2 goal difference, but they are still 3 points clear of Watford. How they got that high playing like this, I don't know. 3 minutes of added time, or if we could get the Turtles on, of course, we'd have 3 minutes of injury time. Thank you. I'm here all week. I'm available. Parties, weddings, bar mitzvahs. Ashley Barnes is looking very happy. He's getting a rub down from his teammate. Ooh, sticky gloves after that. Sweaty hair. Muric is in goal. Whoever's in goal for Burnley should have had a deck chair with a pint in his hand. No, they've offered absolutely nothing at all. I've only been to a field once. That was for a poo. I did actually. I used to have a friend who was a scarecrow. He was so clever. He got about 6 or 7 A levels. Well, he was outstanding in his field. Thank you. Hey, I didn't see the end of your joke there. Burnley away again. Burnley, Blackburn have saved it. So we're into stoppage time, injury time, extra time, whatever you want to call it. These days, Villa have a penalty, and it's 1-1. Ings has scored it. Burnley defending well there. Blackburn just haven't had a sniff, like you said, James. Burnley have not had a sniff. Sorry, Blackburn. I do apologise. Blackburn have not had a sniff at this. At the Burnley goalkeeper. There's bags of flour, I think it is, been thrown onto the pitch. The balloons, the referees. Oh no, what is it? No, it's the ball. Oh no, there was something thrown onto the pitch. Oh, there's a few firecrackers are being thrown onto the pitch behind the Burnley keeper's goal. I'm guessing that's where the Blackburn fans are. And it's over anyway. It's over. Throw what you want, Blackburn. Maybe you should throw in the towel, and because you ain't going to get promotion automatically playing like that. It's all over. Burnley, well done. You deserve it. If you come back to the Premier League, you will do well with this team. Plus, obviously, you're going to make some additions as well. You've got a great manager. Blackburn, why bother turning up? Why bother turning up? Like I say, Blackburn threw. Thank you, Anthony. Blackburn was blowing things at the on the pitch at the end, but they might as well have thrown the towel in. Alan Pace and his daughter applauding. Well done, Burnley. That was a fantastic game to watch. That was a fantastic team performance to watch. Blackburn offered absolutely nothing. It's like me going in to fight Mike Tyson. It really was. That first half, Blackburn might well as just have not turned up. He's trying not to smile, but he is smiling. I'm sure there's a smile in there, Vincent Kompany. Go on, crack it. But yeah, I'm sorry. Please for Dan and Kate tonight. You never know. Dan might get a little bit of a present. Blackburn fans, yeah, look, absolutely. They're applauding I don't know why they're applauding the team. Got to be honest with you, I would not applaud that team performance from Blackburn. It was bloody awful. Awful. Yeah, I'm happy. Let me just go to send down a massage. It'll be in the ground for I don't know how long. Just sending my congratulations to Dan there. Well done, mate. You're not going to see it because you're going to be in that ground for at least another 10 minutes, applauding the team, going into the World. Yeah, go on. Vincent Kompany, fist bump into the Burnley crowd, taking the applause, applauding them back. Burnley are going into the World Cup on top of the championship, and it won't be long. It won't be long, and they will be back in the Premier League. On this performance, I have absolutely no doubt about it. Blackburn fans look glum, quite so they should as well. But they've got no qualms. They can't moan about that. They can't, because they were just awful. They were just totally and utterly awful. Yeah, I mean, let's have a look at the facts. I'll just refresh the facts. But 59% possession to Burnley. And I mean, in the first half, that was up to 80%. Shots. Burnley had 17 shots. 17 shots. 8 on target. Blackburn, who are technically they are third in the table, had 1 shot, which was on target all game. That is an embarrassment. That is an embarrassment. Top of the table, Burnley, 41 points from 21 games, plus 17 goal difference. Sheffield United, 38 points from 21 games, plus 16 goal difference. And then Blackburn Rovers are behind. I just don't know what to say about Blackburn Rovers. I really don't. Dan's coming to Bristol when we get Burnley in April. That'd be nice for you, mate. That'd be nice. Have a pint together. Brilliant result. Yeah. Cheers, Chris. Great stream. Thank you very much, James. Enjoy the World Cup, mate. I'll have you. If you're free for anything, you're welcome to come on. You know that. You're more than welcome anytime. If you're available during the days, let me know. Anthony, the same for you. If you're free at all, you're welcome to come on. I know you'll probably be working during the day, which is when I'm probably going to struggle for people to do watch-alongs with me. Where are we? Brilliant result. Yeah, true. Oh, well, it was this deserved result. It was a deserved result. I can't say any more than that. Burnley thoroughly deserved it. And there is nothing better than going into a 5-week World Cup break sat at the top of the table. They will look at that table for 5 weeks and they need to cut it out and get it framed. So I'll tell you something. We are only up to, I think, 12th, is it, Leicester are? I don't know whether today's game results can change it at all. Let's have a look. I mean, Villa have got a point against Brighton at the moment. Let's see how that is changing things. As it stands, no, we are still above them. Looking at that, so we're in 12th and going into the 5-week World Cup break, knowing my team sat in 12th, considering where we had been earlier on in the season, is brilliant. Anthony's going to be even happier because he's an Arsenal fan and he's going into the World Cup break 5 points clear of Man City. Brilliant, Arsenal. Well done. I'm so glad you've stuck with Arteta. I know a lot of fans didn't, but you're top. You're 5 points clear. Brilliant to see. Enjoy the World Cup break. Guys, I will be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock with Dave. We will be doing the Premier League review of the weekend's games, and back at 9 o'clock for football fans, the rivals. Myself and a Forest fan, both winning at the weekend. Both should be happy, but I'm sure we'll find some excuse to banter each other out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. It has been a pleasure, and I appreciate that you have let me into your homes on this sunny Sunday afternoon. Like I say, see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock, and have a good night. Have a good night. Take care, guys. See you later. All the best.
That's all, folks.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye and see you next time.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
Leicester Till I Die TV.